Good morning, YouTube family. Welcome back to the channel. Please subscribe, like, and share. Subscribe to the channel. Let's make money together. Today we're going to see Gosloto 7049 strategy. I hope we boom. And this strategy I'm gonna show you, should use it on every draw. So let's check and see what is the matter with this strategy. This is the phone number for the people who are on who are looking to join in my WhatsApp group. And you can only WhatsApp when you are ready to join my WhatsApp group. You can join. It's not free, but you can just come and ask. So today we're going to win this Gosloto using only one strategy, guys. Alright. So let's say, for example, this was the last draw of before yesterday on 21, which we're gonna use to find the morning draw. You take the first three numbers, you add them together. For example, if I add them together, I have 38 and 41. 38 and 41, it's just a 14 and 41. This should be your daily banker. Now, because it's the last row, so 14 and 41 is your hot number. Now, you take that 41, you add a 56. 56 is a 7 number of the draw, because 7 plus 49 is 56. Now, you add, here is 7, here is 9. So, your numbers is 7 and 9, 97. Now, we have a 97. These numbers, because they are below 100, between 9 and 7, we have a skip 8. Let me write it correctly. The code that we have is 97. 97, when you arrange them in numerical order with a skip 8. The other number that you should play is 8 as your daily banker. So we have our daily banker is 14, 41, and 8. Every number which is a skip is hot. Now we have the small numbers here. You're gonna play them, of course, but you're gonna add the 10. We discussed that every number which is below 100, you add a 10 on each number. Or if you get the code, for example, you get the code which is above 40 something. For example, you get the code 590, 670 watt. You add a 10 on each number which is there, because there is no number which is below 4 which can be combined with the other number which is in the code, so that you can have the number which is below 49. So you add 10 also. Now, I'm gonna repeat. When you get the code which is above 49 and below 100, you add a 10 on each single. Alright, so that one is understood. Now, if you get the code of 3 numbers, let me say 550, maybe 67, this kind of code doesn't have the number which is 4 or 1, 2, 3, 4. The code which doesn't have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, you just add a 10 on each single, like this. Right, that is understood. It is a secret I wanted to show you. Now let's continue with our math. The last draw of 21st of this month, it was a 41. 41 is a 14 and a 41. This will be your daily banker. Then you add, on that 41, you add a 56, which is going to be 97. So 9 and 7, in between 9 and 7, as I was saying, before you reach 9, there is 8 between. This 8 will be your next banker. We have a 14, we have 41, and we have 8. This will be your daily banker. So you're going to use these numbers the whole day. Right? If they come, you can stop them, but until they come, you must include them in your pairs. Now, because it will be a big boom. Now we have 14, 41, and 8. Then we have a 97. 97, which you have to add a 10 on each number, even that 8 which is a skip, you add 10 on each number. When you finish to do that, you always multiply by 2. When 19 multiplied by 2 is 38, 17 times 2 is 34, 18 times 2 is 36. So you will use your last row number. Now, the numbers should have come on the 9 minus 7 also. 9 plus 7 is 16. 9 minus 7 is 2. So on this draw is where we're supposed to play this number. We did play them there. Then we won only 18 and 36 even 2. You pay the two numbers. We have a 7, 89, 17, 18, 19. We have a 2, 38, 34, and 26. Now, the remaining numbers, especially 14 and 41 and 8, are the next numbers. Now, let's go. You know those three numbers. Let's move to the next one. So we take this number, which is 25. 25, you add 56. It's going to be 81. Right? 81 is 18 when you spin. 18 is calling 14. Remember to use this kind of, right? You can even use a clock strategy as well. All right. So now we have 14, right? We have 18. 18 already played. Then you play the nearby number, which is 17 and 19. Remember, each number which starts by 1, you multiply by 2 is 34 and 38. Each number which starts by 1, we saw which you multiply by 2. If you are a new subscriber, I don't know, I can type it down. Now, we have 18, and we have our 14 and 41. Right. Since 18 played, because 81 we spin it to 18, right? We have 14 and 41, which was our banker. We have even 8, include the 8. Then we have 17, 19, and 34, 38. You play those numbers just like that. So that's what you want to see. So this one, 14 and 41 came. So we are waiting for 8 row. You understand? With 8 and the nearby number, which is 17, 19. You did notice that the previous draw numbers, they come to the next draw number. So 17, 19 is a number which you didn't drop yet. And the 8 as it is. Right? Because when you realize that the number that we got here, they came to this draw. Now the number that we have here, they must come to the next draw. With 8, 17, 19. Because the code was 81. Right, so 8 didn't drop yet. You move with it. The reason 8 didn't move, remember it was on the last draw of the calculation, which means that it was not necessary to play it on the same draw, right? But we still have to keep it with that. And 8 call, 8 move with 1 and 15. So if you want, you can, because 8 played, you just play 1 and 15 as well. After 2 draws, 3 draws, you come back with your 8. So every number that come from previous draw, it's still gonna play. Because 81 as well, when you split into, we have 1 and 8. You see that? We have 1 and 8. So that is the reason. Now we move back. We already finished calculating this. You add these 3 numbers here. We have 36, 48. 48, you add 56. So now we have a 48, then you add 56. 48, since 48 played here, we leave it like that. But 48 is the dividend. Even 18, 18 you can do, 81 you can't divide. If you add the number together, for example, here it was 25, which you cannot divide by 2. Remember as well that you can also divide your numbers by 2 if the number is able to do that. So 48 you divide by 2 also can give you 24. Now we add the 56. You're going to play that 48. 48 is sitting here. You can even leave it. Then we have 4 here and 10. So we have 104. 104. 104, you could break the code is 1, 4, 10, 14, right? Now we have already the remaining number 8, 17, 19, which are on the previous draw. 8, 17, 19, and this one, 24 and 48. All right, then you play those number any two numbers. We have 1 and 4 there, and the 8 equal 1 and 15, meaning 8 and 15 can even come together since 1 is sitting here. So that's where these three numbers came from, right? All right, let's move. Let's move. So we have 50, 59, 69, 74. This is 74. 74 is 47, right? But you still have to take 74, add 56, which is 0 here. I keep 1, 12, 13. So the answer was 130. The answer is 130. Remember, we are keeping 8 with us. We are keeping 8 with us. What else didn't come there? 8 and what? The code was 104, right? We already used 104. We have a 10. 1 is used, so we have a 10 and a 40. 10 and 40 here is not used, which is like 10, 40. They are not used in number in this code. Remember, we take previous numbers as well, which are very clear. The clear number 10 and 40 are not used, but 1 is used. Then you can focus on 4 and 40, right? 4 and 40. Yeah, we focus on 4 and 40. Now we have only 13, which is 130. So 130 is 13 and 30. We have also 10 and we have a 31, right? 130 gonna give you 13, 31, 10, and the nearby number. Since this number is hot, it's end by 0, right? And this is 0 as always. It's the clock. On the clock we have 24 on the clock, right? So it's not like I get 130 and I just go play 13 alone on 30. No, you just have to use the method to get maybe 80 numbers. So remember, 10 and 40 are and the 4 were clear. Now we move forward. Now we have a 13, we have a 30, we have the nearby numbers because this have a 0. We have a 12 and a 14. Now we have also the clock strategy. 0 is 12. Sorry, 0 is 24. So that is where it comes 12, 13. Our 8 skip that we kept 8 came with us. Then we have also 30, right? They used the first, and the clock strategy gave us for 24, right? So 8 was not spinnable number. 13 came, 12 came as the next door for 13, and the clock strategy 24, right? But 3 on the clock strategy is 15. 15 is sitting the and 1 is 13, right? 1 played here, the next number is 13, right? On the clock strategy. So it's like the whole draw was in our number, because if you say 13, the nearby number of 13 is 14. If you spin 14, you can see 41 there, right? So it's one strategy all long. So we're going now to the end, right? So let's say 25 and 33. All right. So 33, remember we had the 4 and the 40, the remaining numbers. on the previous. Now we had 8. Since 8 our skip number, which is what took longer to come. Every time you have a hot pair and that hot pair doesn't come easily, you chase it the whole time, like the whole week. When it comes, it repeats again and again. So we had, for example, 212 to chase for the past the 3 weeks ago. We chased that 212 for 2 weeks on UK 49. When it came, it repeated it 4 times in the fourth row consecutive. So it was like I put 10 rand, 10 rand, 10 rand. It was 2,000 income. So meaning that every time you see your pay is hot and it must come together. There's always a way to find the two numbers together. There's always, as long as you're consistent and you keep calculating numbers. If you always have a way to get those two numbers straight, and those pairs must come together in the same month. Sometimes they come the next, the same day you find it, you calculate it. So that is only pair you check. And when it come late, it take a long time for you to come. You repeat it at least for the 3 days because it's gonna repeat, right? Because it took long to come. On Omega Meal, I have the two numbers that I chased. Those two numbers, they took long, right? When they came, they came in the same month 3 times. So the two numbers on Omega is pay 190, and you put 10, it's 1.9 thousand rand. Or if you put 50, me I put 50, that is 9.5. So that is the secret to play these numbers. In case you are still calculating and you don't win, huh? Yeah, so let's continue. So now 8 took long to come. That's the reason it's repeat here. So 8 still must come. Now we have a 33 where we're gonna add a 56. It's gonna be 99. So we have a 99, which is 9 is a pure 9. 99 is a pure 9, and the 99, because it's a twin number, you add it's 18. Now 99 again is a 3. Right? So we have that one, and we have a 4 and the 40, which is the number that was got in a previous code. Because the other previous code, there was a 130, it's just a 30 and a 13, right? It's already came, right? The only number which didn't drop is 10 on that code. So now we have 9, which is a very pure 9. And every time you get a family of 9 which is odd, they bring a family of 7. So 9 is also 19 because the 99 is below 100. 19 when you multiply by 2 is 38. So 9 and 9, it's a pure number which is 18. Because it's a twin number, right? So we have 18 and 19, which is 38, okay? So 38 is supposed to be hot because if you say it's 299, let me just write it like this, 99. 99, every time you get a 9, which is very pure, like hot, you play that 9 as it is, right? And you play 3. Just a 3. All right, so that's 3 is what 3 is what there. Now 99 also, when you add 10, you can see we have a 299, which is 38. So the number that is gonna be chased with is 3 and 38. So 9, because the 9 and the 8 came here. Now every time you get 9 or 19, they can play 17 or 7. 9 is 7, 19 is 17. Okay? So the family of 9 cooperating with the family of 7. So that's the reason instead of playing 19, they play the 17. Instead of playing 19, they play the 17. Right? So every time you get 27 as a hot, they play 29. Because if they want to say, okay, let's not play this number, it has been played by a lot of people, we're gonna give away the jackpot. So that is the secret, guys. So you do minus 2 or plus 2 on a family of 9 and a family of 7. So that's the reason here we have 89 as a boom, and also we are waiting to win 19 19, guys. We're waiting it to win 19, and since the 9 was there twice, the 18 also was supposed to be hot, but we have a 3 because the 9 is there twice. We have a 3, we have a 38, and we have a 18. 3, 38, 18, 19. So those are the numbers you can mix with your next numbers, especially 3. All right, especially what? 3. 318 is a very clear number, right? Even though it's prayed. So 18 equal 14 and 35. So 18 equal 14 on a number calling chart, 18 equal 14 and 35. There are number calling chart, different ones. It depends on which one I'm using, but 14 and 35, that's where 14 came and 35. So they prayed instead of that, they prayed that 35. Now, look at here, we're going to move forward. We have a 17 and 24. Then you add the 56. When you add the 56 is what? 80. Right? So we have 80, which is 8 already played. Right? Then you add the 10 on number, which is below 100 with 8 and 18. Since 8 also played it twice, you just play it and the nearby number. As I told you, the number ended by 0. It's a clock on the clock is 24, but 24 and 42 played. But 8 as well. 8 as well, you played the nearby number. Remember when you got 13 here, we played the nearby number. So 8, you're going to play the nearby number, which is 7 and the 9. So that's why the reason 7 repeated, right? And that is the reason. So guys, for the next draw, you do the same thing. We add together 31 and 38, right? So remember when we found the number which is divided by 2, when you find the number which is divided by 2, we played also 24 divided by 2. So this 38 can bring a 19, right? We're going to play 19 and 38. Then you're going to add 56 on this one. So that is going to give us a 4 and 8, 9. So the answer is 94. 94 is 19 to 14. 94 is 49. 94 again on the clock. 9 and 4 on the clock also you use it. 9 is 21. And 4 is what? 4 is, wait, 13, 14, 15. 4 is 16. Right? 16 on the clock. So we're going to play 19 and 16, 14, 41, 49, and 21. Right? So you also do that. You also do like that. Yeah. So you break the code, even if you add the numbers together, it's still also 13. So that is the way to play. We have a 9 and a 4. 9 and 4, 19, 21, 16, 49, right? Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Remember, that is how you break record, but you can still break it furthermore into small pieces.